Have you ever wondered why your legs feel heavier, weaker, or more painful with each passing year? Perhaps climbing stairs, walking to the mailbox, or even standing for a few minutes leaves you aching and drained. You might shrug it off as just aging, but what if the real culprit is hiding in plain sight, on your plate? In this eye-opening video, we reveal the 5 everyday foods secretly sabotaging your leg strength and mobility, stealing your ability to move with ease. More importantly, we'll share simple, actionable changes to reclaim your vitality and stay active for years to come. You need to watch until the end because this isn't just about food, it's about preserving your independence, preventing falls, and enjoying life's moments, from strolls with loved ones to playing with grandkids. We'll uncover how processed sugars, deep-fried fast foods, sodium-heavy snacks, and other dietary staples erode your muscles, stiffen joints, and weaken bones, putting you at risk for chronic pain, osteoporosis, and even life-altering injuries. You'll learn why these foods trigger inflammation, disrupt circulation, and accelerate muscle loss, and how small dietary shifts can reverse the damage. Discover practical swaps, like nutrient-rich whole foods and smarter cooking methods, that boost energy, reduce discomfort, and strengthen your legs. Don't let hidden dietary dangers dictate your future. Stay with us to unlock the secrets to moving confidently, pain-free, and independently, because your legs deserve to carry you through a vibrant, active life. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Processed sugar, the sweet deceiver eroding your strength. There is something undeniably comforting about the sweetness in life. A spoonful of sugar in your morning coffee, the indulgent bite of chocolate cake at a family gathering, or the familiar crunch of a cookie after dinner. These little indulgences are like gentle rewards after a long day, moments that make you feel connected to simpler pleasures. For many, sugar represents a constant, comforting companion, whether it's a nod to childhood nostalgia or an instant pick-me-up on a tiring day. But what if the very thing we turn to for comfort is quietly destroying the very foundation of our strength, particularly in the legs, which support us in every step we take? As we age, it's easy to dismiss the gradual onset of muscle weakness, persistent joint pain, or the feeling that our legs just don't feel as strong as they once did. These symptoms are often brushed off as the natural effects of getting older. But what if the real culprit is something much more insidious? What if something as commonplace as sugar is sabotaging our strength, and we don't even know it? It's time we stop ignoring the truth. Processed sugar plays a pivotal role in accelerating the decline of our physical vitality, especially our legs, which are the pillars of our independence and mobility. Excessive sugar consumption can be a silent, insidious force in your life. You may not feel the immediate effects of that sugary snack or the soda you sip without a second thought. But it's the cumulative toll that sugar takes on your body over time that matters. Every bite, every sugary drink, chips away at your health, particularly your leg strength. The shocking reality is that many seniors experience creeping symptoms of weakness, fatigue, and discomfort that are often dismissed as just part of aging. But in truth, it's the hidden sugar lurking in many of the foods we eat, both obvious and seemingly innocent, that is slowly eating away at our vitality. When you indulge in processed sugars, whether in obvious forms like candies, sugary sodas, and pastries, or sneaky sources like flavored yogurts, granola bars, or sauces, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. At first, you feel a fleeting burst of energy, a temporary high that makes you feel invigorated, as though you can conquer the day. But that high doesn't last. The spike triggers an immediate insulin response to clear the sugar from your bloodstream, and soon after, you experience a crash. This leaves you feeling exhausted, sluggish, and weak. Over time, these dramatic fluctuations in energy become your norm, making even the simplest activities, like climbing stairs or walking to the mailbox, feel like monumental tasks. It's not just aging. It's sugar robbing you of your energy, your strength, and your independence. But the harm doesn't stop there. Sugar doesn't just affect your energy. It fuels chronic inflammation, a silent force that wreaks havoc on your joints and muscles. Inflammation is the body's natural defense mechanism, but when it becomes chronic, driven by a steady diet of sugar, it turns destructive. Joint pain, stiffness, and swelling become constant companions, especially in weight-bearing areas like the knees, hips, and ankles. Many seniors experience this relentless pain after eating sugary meals, leaving them with a heavy, achy feeling that won't go away. And it's not just the joints that suffer. Chronic inflammation damages muscle fibers, reducing their flexibility and resilience over time. This leads to a vicious cycle. Muscles become weaker, more prone to injury, and less able to repair themselves, leaving you feeling weaker and less able to do the things you love. Perhaps even more alarming is sugar's effect on insulin sensitivity. As we age, our bodies naturally become less sensitive to insulin, making it harder for muscles to absorb the nutrients they need to stay strong. A high-sugar diet accelerates this process, pushing the body toward insulin resistance. In this state, your muscles are essentially starved of the protein and nutrients they need to thrive, leading to muscle wasting, loss of strength, and a diminished ability to maintain balance and coordination. For seniors already grappling with sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, this only makes things worse, leaving you feeling more unsteady, weaker, and less mobile. Sugar's grip on your strength extends to your bones as well, the very structure that supports your body. Processed sugar interferes with calcium absorption, a vital nutrient necessary to maintain bone density. As a result, your bones become weaker and more brittle, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. For seniors, a fracture, especially in the hip, can be life-changing. What might have been a minor fall in your younger years can now lead to prolonged recovery, a significant reduction in mobility, and a loss of independence. The most frustrating thing about sugar is how pervasive it is. It sneaks into foods that are marketed as healthy or low-fat, catching even the most health-conscious individuals off guard. For example, many flavored yogurts contain as much sugar as a candy bar, and granola bars, often touted as healthy snacks, are loaded with hidden sugars. Even seemingly innocent foods like salad dressings, breads, and cereals can be full of sugar, all adding up to a damaging effect on your body. That's why it's so important to become vigilant about reading labels. Look out for ingredients like high-fructose corn syrup, maltose, or anything ending in ose, as these are all forms of added sugar. While eliminating sugar might be unrealistic, making mindful choices can go a long way in protecting your strength and mobility. Opt for natural sweeteners like raw honey, pure maple syrup, or coconut sugar, which have a lower glycemic impact and are less likely to cause drastic blood sugar spikes. Whole fruits like berries, apples, and citrus not only satisfy your sweet cravings but also provide essential vitamins and antioxidants that help support muscle and bone health. It's not about perfection, but about making small, conscious choices that can make a big difference in the long run. Choose whole, nutrient-dense foods, avoid sugary traps, and take control of what you're putting into your body. Your legs and your independence are worth it. The choices you make today will shape the way you move tomorrow. Don't let processed sugar silently rob you of your strength. Embrace a life filled with vitality, mobility, and strength, so you can keep doing the things that matter most to you. 2. Deep-fried and fast foods, the silent enemy of your joints and circulation. Deep-fried and fast foods, the silent enemies of your joints, circulation, and overall well-being. They may seem like indulgent pleasures, but they carry a hidden cost, especially for seniors. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. There is something undeniably enticing about the crunch of golden French fries, the crispy outer layer of fried chicken, or the sweet satisfaction of biting into a warm, freshly fried donut. These foods are more than just quick meals. They are often connected to cherished memories, family gatherings, celebrations, and moments of comfort. For many older adults, fast food is a familiar, easy, and affordable option, a quick escape from the hustle and bustle of life. But beneath their mouth-watering appeal lies a silent, insidious danger to your mobility, joint health, and long-term independence. While the natural aging process certainly has an impact on our bodies, many seniors unknowingly blame their slowed pace and aching joints on simply getting older. But here's the truth. Diet plays a massive role, and deep-fried and fast foods are among the worst offenders. They're not just hurting your muscles, they're sabotaging your joints and circulation too, often with lasting effects. These foods are typically cooked in oils loaded with trans fats and partially hydrogenated oils, substances that are shockingly inflammatory. These fats don't just contribute to unwanted weight gain, they spark widespread inflammation across the body, and your joints are the primary targets. Over time, the inflammation wreaks havoc on cartilage, the protective cushion between your bones, leading to stiffness, swelling, and unbearable pain. Imagine the agony of knee pain when you try to climb the stairs or the constant discomfort in your hips when you walk to the store. This isn't just an inconvenience. It's a crippling condition that hinders every part of your life. Worse still, this inflammation paves the way for osteoarthritis, a condition that affects millions of seniors and can rob you of your freedom. Everyday tasks that once seemed simple, walking, standing, bending down, become monumental struggles. And as the pain intensifies, the cycle of inactivity begins. You stop moving, your muscles weaken, and your joints continue to deteriorate. This vicious cycle can feel impossible to escape. But it doesn't stop there. Deep-fried and fast foods don't just harm your joints, they disrupt your circulation, too. These calorie-dense foods are often packed with saturated fats and excessive sodium, both of which have a damaging impact on your blood vessels. They constrict your arteries, elevate your blood pressure, and rob your muscles of the oxygen and nutrients they desperately need. This can lead to debilitating leg cramps, fatigue, and a feeling of sluggishness that makes even the shortest walk feel like a burden. Poor circulation doesn't just make you feel tired, it significantly increases the risk of life-threatening conditions like deep vein thrombosis, DVT, and peripheral artery disease, PAD, which can permanently limit your mobility and increase your risk of falls. The reality is that deep-fried and fast foods are calorie bombs in disguise. A single meal may be deceptively small but can pack hundreds of calories, thanks to the high fat and carb content. Over time, these calories add up and lead to weight gain. For every extra pound, the knees absorb roughly 4 pounds of extra pressure when you move. This added strain on your joints accelerates the breakdown of cartilage, intensifying pain and heightening the risk of developing osteoarthritis. Extra weight also affects balance and stability, which means you're more likely to fall, something that can be devastating for seniors. A fall can lead to fractures, hospitalizations, and long-term immobility, stripping you of your independence and forcing you into a life of pain and limitations. And there's more. These foods also neglect your bones. They are often devoid of essential minerals like calcium and magnesium, which are critical for maintaining bone strength. Worse, their high sodium content can draw calcium out of your bones, weakening them over time. This increases the risk of osteoporosis, a condition that leaves bones fragile and susceptible to breaks. Hip fractures, one of the most common and devastating consequences of osteoporosis, can leave you unable to care for yourself, and in some cases, lead to permanent loss of independence. The danger of fast food is not just in its convenience or affordability, it lies in the toll it takes on your joints, muscles, and bones. What seems like a quick snack now can lead to years of suffering, reduced mobility, and, for many, a life of pain and limitations. Don't let the comfort of these foods steal away your vitality. It's time to take charge of your health and choose options that nourish your body, instead of eroding it. Fast food, it's everywhere we turn. And while it might be convenient, it's wreaking havoc on our health in ways we often don't realize. Beyond the obvious fried items, Many fast food menus are loaded with processed ingredients, sodium-laden sauces, sugary sodas, and refined carbohydrates that silently inflame our bodies. These ingredients wreak havoc on everything from our joints to our circulation, making it even harder to move freely as we age. The worst part is that even seemingly innocent options, like a fast food salad, can be loaded with high-calorie dressings and sodium-rich toppings, negating any health benefits they might offer. The accessibility of drive-thrus and delivery services only makes matters worse. It's so easy to fall into the habit of relying on these quick fixes without fully considering the long-term consequences. The truth is, every time we reach for that convenience, we're setting ourselves up for future struggles. Joint pain, weight gain, and weakened circulation, just to name a few. It may feel satisfying in the moment, but the consequences can be devastating down the road. But here's the silver lining. You have the power to take control of your health right now. While it's not realistic to cut out fast food completely, reducing its frequency and making smarter choices can significantly impact your health. The decision to bake instead of fry, to opt for healthy oils instead of processed ones, and to prioritize whole foods like lean proteins, whole grains, and vegetables. These seemingly small choices are life-changing. It's about making healthier, more intentional decisions with every meal, which can ultimately preserve your mobility and vitality. Switching to healthier cooking methods, like baking, grilling, steaming, or air frying, can retain the same satisfying flavor without all the harmful trans fats and excess calories. Take sweet potato fries, for instance. By simply baking them with a drizzle of olive oil, you've created a nutrient-packed alternative to the greasy, calorie-laden French fries you might find at your local fast food joint. Even when you must eat out, choose grilled options over fried ones, and steer clear of sugary sodas by opting for water or unsweetened tea. And when it comes to sides, go for apple slices or side salads with a dressing on the side, little changes that go a long way. The true game changers are the foods that support your circulation and bone health. Incorporate fatty fish, rich in omega-3s, leafy greens packed with nitrates, and antioxidant-rich berries, into your meals. These ingredients help keep blood vessels flexible and improve circulation. For bone health, make sure you're getting enough calcium and magnesium by eating dairy, leafy greens, and nuts. Don't forget about vitamin D from salmon or egg yolks. This vitamin helps your body absorb calcium and supports strong bones. What you eat today determines your ability to move freely tomorrow. Deep-fried foods and processed snacks might give you a temporary high, but they'll leave you with long-term consequences. Joint pain, muscle weakness, poor circulation, and fragile bones. And that can steal away the independence and strength you treasure. But when you make the conscious choice to nourish your body with whole, nutrient-dense foods, you're investing in a future where you can move with ease and confidence. A future where a single fall or arthritis won't be the defining moments of your life. And when cravings for unhealthy snacks hit, resist the urge to indulge in processed, inflammation-inducing options. Choose nutrient-dense alternatives, like raw or lightly roasted nuts, crunchy roasted chickpeas, or homemade snacks made with wholesome ingredients. These choices nourish your body, supporting your long-term health, rather than feeding chronic inflammation. Dining out? Skip the fried foods and opt for grilled, steamed, or baked dishes instead. The small adjustments you make in your eating habits today will compound over time and make all the difference in your health. By investing in mindful eating, you're paving the way for stronger legs, improved mobility, and a greater sense of independence as you age. The power of food is undeniable. It can either heal and strengthen or harm and weaken your body. Every meal is a choice. Will you choose food that fuels your body, or will you choose food that leaves you struggling with stiffness, pain, and physical limitations? The next time you're tempted by a fried snack or processed treat, pause and ask yourself, is this worth sacrificing the strength and functionality of my legs? The answer you give could shape the quality of your life in the years ahead. By choosing nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory foods, you're not just eating for today. You're investing in your future ability to stay active and independent. This investment, though small in the moment, will pay off in the long run, offering you the freedom to move with grace and strength for decades to come. So, think about the long-term consequences of the food you eat. Let each bite be a step toward a healthier, stronger you. By choosing wisely, you're not just fueling your body for today, but laying the foundation for a vibrant, independent future. Your mobility, your independence, they're worth the effort. One of the most insidious dangers lurking in the foods we consume daily is the dangerously high sodium content, often hidden in plain sight within processed foods. Sodium, a component that we commonly associate with flavor enhancement, quietly disrupts the delicate fluid balance within our bodies, triggering a cascade of negative health effects. What many don't realize is just how profound its impact can be, particularly for older adults. Excessive sodium intake doesn't just sit idly in your system. It actively disturbs the intricate water balance your body relies on, leading to water retention. This leads to swelling, especially in the lower extremities, and it feels as though your legs are weighed down by invisible stones, dragging you down physically and mentally. It can start as a slight discomfort, but over time, it intensifies into a daily struggle. The weight of swollen legs doesn't just make you feel sluggish. It transforms simple, once effortless activities like walking, standing, or climbing stairs into arduous, exhausting tasks. You may begin to notice that your legs feel stiff, heavy, and even painful, especially after prolonged sitting or standing. For seniors, who are already at a higher risk of muscle cramps, joint pain, and reduced mobility, a diet that's too high in sodium can make these conditions much worse. Sodium-induced swelling can trigger a cycle of discomfort and immobility, where the more you move, the more your legs feel like lead, and the less you want to move at all. The result is a slow erosion of your quality of life. Each step becomes a reminder that your body isn't functioning as it used to, making it harder to maintain your independence and freedom. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But the physical swelling is just one part of the problem. Beyond the surface, sodium overload also begins to affect your muscles and joints on a deeper level. Processed meats, which are among the worst offenders in terms of sodium content, are particularly harmful in this regard. These foods, which we often associate with convenience, are packed with preservatives, nitrates, nitrites, and other chemicals that don't just sit passively in our bodies. Instead, they actively contribute to chronic inflammation, a hidden, destructive force that accelerates the wear and tear of muscle and joint tissue over time. The long-term damage caused by chronic inflammation is not always immediate, but it is profound and cumulative. As the inflammation spreads through the body, it damages muscle fibers, weakening their ability to support your skeletal structure. This process is gradual, but over the years, it can leave your muscles feeling weak, fatigued, and incapable of performing their essential functions. The damage doesn't stop at the muscles. The inflammatory response triggered by the chemicals in processed meats also extends to the joints, where it causes swelling, stiffness, and pain. Simple tasks like climbing a flight of stairs, bending down to tie your shoes, or even standing up from a chair become increasingly difficult. The pain and discomfort from stiff joints can prevent you from doing what you love, whether it's gardening, walking, or playing with grandchildren, making you feel disconnected from your body and, at times, even from life itself. It's a slow but steady decline in your physical independence, and the more you give in to the ease of processed foods, the more you feed the cycle of suffering. Chronic inflammation is a silent destroyer of your body's functionality, and its effects are only compounded as we age. Left unchecked, it contributes to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. Sarcopenia doesn't just make your muscles weaker. It significantly increases the risk of falls, fractures, and the potential for becoming completely dependent on others for even the most basic tasks. Imagine a life where you struggle to lift a bag of groceries, carry a laundry basket, or even stand up from a chair without assistance. That is the reality that sarcopenia brings, and it doesn't have to be inevitable. The more you feed the fire of inflammation with processed foods, the faster you will lose your muscle mass, making you more vulnerable to accidents and further health complications. But the problem isn't only about the direct effects of processed meats on your muscles. These foods also interfere with your body's ability to absorb and utilize essential nutrients needed for muscle health. High-quality protein, magnesium, B vitamins, and iron are crucial for muscle function, repair, and growth. Without adequate intake of these nutrients, your muscles become undernourished, which leads to fatigue, weakness, and reduced endurance. Yet, the chemical-laden nature of processed meats, combined with their lack of nutrient density, impairs your body's ability to extract and use the vital nutrients needed to maintain strong, healthy muscles. It's almost ironic. Foods that are marketed as protein-rich, like deli meats, sausages, and hot dogs, may undermine the very muscles they're supposed to support. These foods are often so stripped of essential nutrients that they fail to provide the nourishment your muscles need, leaving them weaker and more vulnerable over time. And this isn't just an inconvenience. It's a significant health risk. As muscle mass diminishes, the body becomes less capable of maintaining posture and balance, increasing the chances of falls. Moreover, reduced muscle strength leads to decreased mobility and flexibility, making it harder to perform everyday tasks and increasing dependence on others. The solution lies in making better dietary choices. Replacing processed meats with healthier, nutrient-rich alternatives is essential for maintaining strong, resilient muscles. Fresh, unprocessed meats such as grilled chicken, roasted turkey, or baked salmon provide clean, high-quality protein without the harmful preservatives and chemicals found in processed meats. These protein sources support muscle repair and regeneration, providing the building blocks your muscles need to stay strong and functional. If you prefer plant-based alternatives, foods like lentils, black beans, chickpeas, quinoa, and a variety of nuts and seeds are excellent sources of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support muscle health, fight inflammation, and contribute to overall well-being. Additionally, fresh, whole food options such as hummus, avocado, and an array of colorful vegetables can replace processed meats in sandwiches and wraps, giving you a nutrient-dense meal that nourishes both body and soul. These alternatives not only fuel your muscles but also provide the essential vitamins and minerals that promote overall health, helping to combat the effects of aging and maintain your physical independence. By choosing anti-inflammatory, nutrient-rich foods now, you are investing in your future well-being. The decision to avoid processed meats and high-sodium foods will protect your muscles and joints, helping you maintain strength, mobility, and flexibility as you age. The long-term benefits of these healthier food choices will pay off by preserving your independence, enhancing your quality of life, and allowing you to continue enjoying the activities that bring you joy. While processed meats may offer convenience and comfort, they come at a heavy price: your health, strength, and mobility. By choosing to nourish your body with whole, unprocessed foods, you're investing in a stronger, healthier future. The choice is yours, and by prioritizing your health over convenience, you're ensuring that your future self will have the freedom to move, live, and thrive for many years to come. The power to preserve your strength, your vitality, and your independence is in your hands, and it all begins with the foods you choose to nourish your body with today. Over time, the effects of compromised circulation slowly begin to take a toll on your body, silently chipping away at your energy, muscle strength, and vitality. The consequences are far-reaching and often more insidious than most realize. You may notice the creeping onset of muscle weakness, the uncomfortable cramps that strike without warning, and the gradual decline in your endurance. Simple tasks, like climbing a set of stairs or walking to the store, can become daunting challenges that leave you feeling frustrated, exhausted, and, frankly, defeated. What was once easy has now become a daily struggle. This slow decline not only takes away your physical strength but also robs you of your confidence, making it harder to remain active or even enjoy the simplest pleasures of life. The good news? You can fight back. The power to reverse this decline lies in the choices you make every day. Reducing your sodium intake is not just a health recommendation, it's a lifeline. By embracing a low-sodium diet filled with nutrient-dense, wholesome foods, You are actively protecting your muscle health, your energy levels, and ultimately, your independence. Imagine the impact of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and unsalted nuts, each bite working to nourish your body instead of overwhelming it with salt. Each meal you prepare is an opportunity to invest in your future, a future where you can move freely, walk with confidence, and live a life that isn't defined by physical limitations. But it's not just about what you add to your plate, it's also about what you avoid. Sodium is a stealthy enemy that hides in the most unsuspecting places. It's not just the salt shaker you need to worry about, but the hidden sodium lurking in canned soups, frozen meals, condiments, and even snacks that seem healthy at first glance, like flavored crackers or popcorn. Reading nutrition labels with a discerning eye is essential. When you start paying attention to the sodium content in packaged foods, you'll be shocked at how quickly it adds up, pushing you far beyond the recommended daily intake without even realizing it. Sodium may seem harmless in small amounts, but when consumed excessively over time, its toll on your health is undeniable. The danger doesn't stop with just the short-term discomforts of muscle weakness and cramps. The long-term consequences of high sodium consumption can be devastating, especially as you age. Sodium's impact extends beyond muscle health. It silently attacks your bones, leaching calcium from your system. Calcium is the cornerstone of strong bones, and when sodium forces the body to excrete it through urine, your bones become increasingly fragile and vulnerable. For older adults, this is especially concerning. A weakened skeletal system makes even the smallest fall a potential catastrophe, leading to fractures that can take months to heal, or worse, result in permanent loss of mobility and independence. The tragedy lies in how gradually this process unfolds. It's a silent killer, often invisible until the damage has been done. You won't feel the immediate effects of excessive sodium. It doesn't give you an obvious warning sign, but over time, the damage accumulates. The sodium that's hidden in your diet slowly depletes your bone strength, leaving you susceptible to fractures and breaks that could have been avoided. And the worst part? Many people unknowingly consume 2 to 3 times the recommended daily sodium intake, especially when dining out or consuming processed foods. What was once a small pinch of salt on your meal has turned into a health crisis that steals away your strength, your energy, and your independence. But here's where you can make a real difference. You don't have to live with the consequences of a high-sodium diet. By making intentional, mindful choices about the foods you eat and how you prepare them, you can protect your bones, muscles, and heart. Choose fresh, whole ingredients over processed options, and experiment with herbs, spices, lemon juice, or vinegar to add flavor to your meals without the need for excess salt. These small changes can have a profound impact on your health, empowering you to take control of your well-being and your future. The food choices you make today are the foundation for a healthier tomorrow. Every step you take to reduce sodium, to choose nutrient-dense foods, and to nourish your body with what it truly needs brings you closer to a life of vitality, strength, and independence. You have the power to transform your health, and it starts with the choices you make today. Each decision, no matter how small, is a step toward a stronger, healthier you. A you who can move with ease, live with joy, and embrace every day without fear of physical limitations. The road to better health begins with one mindful choice at a time. As we navigate through the years, the importance of maintaining our vitality becomes more critical than ever. One of the most effective ways to support our overall well-being is by making conscious choices about what we put into our bodies, especially as we age. The foods we choose can either fuel our health or silently contribute to the decline of our physical abilities. Vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains are naturally low in sodium and packed with essential nutrients that support a variety of bodily functions, from heart health to muscle strength and cognitive function. These nutrient-dense foods help sustain our energy levels and vitality, keeping us active and engaged in life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. However, the world we live in often encourages the easy route. Many people reach for the salt shaker when they want to enhance the flavor of their food. It's a quick fix, a simple way to elevate a meal. But the reality is, even small amounts of added salt over time can add up, contributing to high blood pressure, water retention, and increased strain on your heart, kidneys, and muscles. This is particularly important for seniors, whose bodies may already be dealing with the challenges of aging. The good news? There are a multitude of ways to bring flavor to your meals without relying on salt. Embracing a variety of herbs and spices is a game changer. Rosemary, thyme, garlic, cumin, turmeric, and other natural seasonings can infuse your dishes with rich, complex flavors that excite your taste buds while offering numerous health benefits. For example, turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, has anti-inflammatory properties that may help reduce joint pain and swelling. Similarly, rosemary and thyme are known for their ability to improve circulation and support digestion. Adding citrus juices, such as lemon or lime, and vinegar to your meals can also add bright, zesty flavors. These natural seasonings enhance the overall taste of your food, making it feel indulgent, without the need for excessive salt. When you're seeking that salty flavor, you can also try switching to alternatives like Himalayan pink salt or sea salt. These salts are often seen as a better option because they contain trace minerals, such as magnesium and potassium, which can aid in hydration and muscle function. However, it's crucial to remember that these should still be used in moderation, as they contribute to your overall sodium intake. The key is balance, finding ways to enjoy your food without compromising your health. A crucial habit in reducing your sodium intake is becoming a vigilant label reader. It's not always easy to discern how much salt is hidden in our food, particularly in packaged or processed products. Often, manufacturers provide serving sizes that are deceptively small, making it easy to overlook how much sodium we're consuming. For example, canned beans, broths, sauces, and even condiments may contain high amounts of sodium, even if they don't seem like they would. This is why it's so important to opt for low-sodium or no-salt-added versions when available. When dining out or ordering takeout, it's a good practice to ask for your meal to be prepared with less salt or for sauces and dressings to be served on the side. Restaurants are often willing to accommodate these requests, and by making them, you're actively taking control of your health and preventing sodium from sneaking into your meals without your knowledge. By making these small yet impactful changes, you can significantly reduce your sodium intake over time. The benefits are far-reaching and extend beyond just blood pressure management. Cutting back on sodium helps alleviate swelling caused by fluid retention, which can improve mobility and reduce discomfort in your legs, joints, and feet. You may also notice improvements in your circulation, which will help your heart and kidneys work more efficiently. In turn, this contributes to stronger, more resilient legs, greater endurance, and a reduced risk of bone fractures as you age. Simply put, the choices you make at the grocery store, in the kitchen, and at the dining table are powerful tools for preserving your mobility and independence. But sodium reduction is just one piece of the puzzle. Another dietary culprit that has long been a staple in many people's diets is refined carbohydrates. For generations, foods like white bread, refined pasta, pastries, and other processed carbohydrates have been the go-to choices for quick and easy meals. We've all experienced the comforting appeal of a warm slice of toast, a sandwich at lunch, or a plate of pasta for dinner. These foods are so deeply ingrained in our daily routines that we often don't question their impact on our health. Yet, the reality is, these refined carbs could be silently draining your energy, weakening your muscles, and accelerating the loss of mobility that so many seniors experience. The decline in leg strength and overall endurance that we often associate with aging is not just a natural byproduct of time. While aging does play a role, our dietary choices, specifically the regular consumption of refined carbohydrates, are significantly contributing to this process. Refined grains, such as those found in white bread, white rice, and refined pasta, are stripped of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing. What remains is a nutritionally barren product that offers little more than empty calories. When we consume these refined carbohydrates, our bodies quickly convert them into glucose, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar levels. This spike provides a quick burst of energy, but it's followed by a dramatic crash, leaving us feeling tired, sluggish, and physically weak. Over time, this constant cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes can erode our muscle strength and endurance. Simple tasks, such as walking, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries, start to feel more difficult and exhausting. For older adults, this loss of stamina can lead to a vicious cycle. Less activity leads to further muscle weakening, which leads to even more inactivity, and the cycle continues. But there is hope. The good news is that it's never too late to change this pattern. By replacing refined carbohydrates with whole food alternatives, you can nourish your muscles, regain your strength, and feel more energized. Choose whole grains, such as whole wheat bread, quinoa, brown rice, and farro, which are rich in fiber, B vitamins, and essential minerals. These grains release energy slowly, keeping your blood sugar levels stable and avoiding the highs and lows associated with refined carbs. Incorporating fiber-rich vegetables like leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and broccoli into your meals, along with lean proteins like chicken, fish, eggs, and legumes, will provide the building blocks your muscles need to thrive. These nutrient-dense foods support muscle growth and repair, improve energy levels, and promote overall health. Making these changes doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It's about choosing versions of those foods that love your body back. You don't have to say goodbye to your favorite meals. Instead, choose whole food alternatives that will nourish your muscles and support your long-term health. The impact of these dietary shifts can be profound, improving not only your physical strength but also your mental clarity, energy levels, and overall sense of well-being. The truth is, we all want to remain strong and independent as we age. But it's not just about doing the right thing for your health. It's about making empowered decisions that will allow you to live a life of vitality, freedom, and joy. By being intentional with your food choices and eliminating refined carbs and excessive sodium, you're giving yourself the gift of longevity, mobility, and an active lifestyle. These small changes, when made consistently, can add up to big results. You have the power to change your health, reclaim your strength, and embrace the future with confidence. Your legs are more than just the physical means that carry you from one place to another. They are the foundation of your independence, the unwavering support system that allows you to enjoy life to its fullest. Think about it. Every step you take, every movement you make, is powered by them. They're not just muscles and joints. They represent your freedom, your autonomy, and your ability to live life on your terms. As you age, these remarkable limbs, which have supported you through years of living, deserve the utmost care and nourishment. The foods you choose to fuel them with are crucial in determining how well they will continue to support you in the years to come. Your legs will carry you through the decades ahead, but you must choose what to give them to make sure they can keep up with the demands of your life. Your legs have been your most faithful companions, never once questioning your direction. They've been with you through every meaningful milestone of your life, from the long hours of hard work to the joyous walks with loved ones, to the spontaneous dances in the living room. They've taken you on adventures near and far, across cities, through parks, and up mountains. They've moved you toward your goals, danced at your weddings, and stood firm during tough times. These incredible limbs have carried you through thick and thin, often without a second thought. But now, as the years go by, you may notice the changes in them, the gradual weakening, the stiffness, the occasional discomfort. At first, it may seem like an inevitable part of aging, a natural decline that you simply have to accept. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to be this way. The power to change the course of your leg health is not dictated by the number of birthdays you've celebrated, but by the choices you make every single day. It is time to take control of your health, and in doing so, reclaim the strength and vitality in your legs. It's about giving them the fuel they need to keep you active, independent, and moving with ease. Your mobility is not something that is solely determined by age. No, it is far more within your grasp. The gradual loss of leg strength that many seniors experience is often not a consequence of age alone, but rather the result of years of dietary habits that unknowingly undermine the health of your muscles, bones, and joints. The foods you eat play a far greater role in your leg health than you may realize. Foods that are high in sodium, refined carbohydrates, sugars, trans fats, and artificial additives silently sabotage your body's ability to move with comfort and ease. These food choices can lead to increased inflammation, weaker muscles, and poor circulation, which all contribute to leg pain, stiffness, and difficulty in movement. Over time, these poor eating habits catch up with you, manifesting as swollen legs, aching joints, and constant fatigue. At first, you may not think much of it. A little swelling in your calves, a slight stiffness after sitting for too long, but eventually, these seemingly small issues can escalate into something much bigger. The aches may turn into constant pain. The discomfort may evolve into a reluctance to move altogether. You may find yourself avoiding activities you once loved because it just feels too hard or painful to keep going. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If you find that you're struggling to climb stairs or walking has become more laborious, you might start to notice a shift in your mindset. Those moments when your legs feel heavy or you worry about losing your balance, those are not just minor inconveniences. They're signs that your legs are asking for help. They're begging you to pay attention and make changes before it's too late. The truth is, no one wants to face the reality of losing their independence, and this isn't something that should be accepted as part of aging. You have the power to stop it, right here, right now. But here's the good news. It's never too late to begin the journey to recovery. Your body has an amazing capacity for healing and renewal. The first step toward revitalizing your legs is to start nourishing them with the right foods. Foods that support your muscles, bones, and joints, and help reduce inflammation. By choosing whole, unprocessed foods, you are providing your body with the nutrients it needs to rebuild strength, regain mobility, and restore vitality. Imagine waking up in the morning, feeling the power and strength in your legs as they carry you through your day. Picture yourself moving with ease, walking briskly through a park, climbing stairs without a second thought, or standing tall and proud without any discomfort. It may seem like a distant dream, but it is entirely possible. This is within your reach. You have the power to regain your strength, and it all starts with what you put on your plate. The foods that will help you transform your leg health are simple and whole. Lean proteins like chicken, fish, eggs, and beans provide your muscles with the building blocks they need to grow stronger and repair. Healthy fats found in foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil reduce inflammation and support joint function. And let's not forget the power of fruits and vegetables, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that nourish your bones, reduce oxidative stress, and enhance circulation, which is key for keeping your legs feeling light and strong. By making a conscious effort to choose foods that nurture your body, you're giving your legs the best possible chance to thrive. This journey isn't about extreme changes or perfection. It's about small, consistent choices. Every meal, every snack, every grocery shopping trip can be an opportunity to make a positive change. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start by swapping out processed snacks for fruits or vegetables, and replacing sugary drinks with water or herbal teas. Gradually incorporate more whole foods into your diet, and experiment with recipes that excite you. There's no need to be perfect. Just start small and let the changes build up over time. Involve your family, your friends, or even a community of people who are committed to making healthier choices. By making healthy eating a shared journey, you'll feel encouraged, supported, and empowered to continue making progress. Over time, you'll begin to notice the difference in how you feel. Your legs will feel lighter, your energy will increase, and you'll find yourself more eager to move and engage in the activities you once loved. Your legs are not just a means to get from point A to point B. They represent your freedom, your independence, and the life you've worked so hard to build. They are the foundation of your future, and they deserve to be nourished, strengthened, and cared for. The decisions you make today will shape the life you lead tomorrow. Will you choose to nourish your body with foods that enhance your mobility, or will you continue down the path that weakens your muscles and limits your freedom? The power is in your hands. Choose wisely. With each meal, each choice, you are moving one step closer to reclaiming your strength, vitality, and independence. It's never too late to start, and the best part is, you're already on the right path. Let today be the day you begin to honor your legs, your health, and your future. Let today be the day you choose to live life fully, with strength, confidence, and joy. As we wrap up, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of just how powerful your choices can be when it comes to your legs and overall mobility. You've learned how the foods you eat are directly linked to your strength, independence, and vitality. Small changes in your diet can make all the difference, not only in how your legs feel, but in how you move through life. It's never too late to make a positive change, and every step forward is a victory. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you're going to take action on? Maybe it's swapping out processed foods for healthier options, or maybe it's committing to staying more active. Whatever it is, leave a comment below and let us know how you plan to bring these lessons into your life. Your experience might just inspire someone else to take their first step towards better health. And if you found this video helpful, please show your support by leaving a comment, liking the video, and sharing it with anyone who could benefit from this message. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you never miss out on more health tips and inspiring content. Together, let's keep moving forward and living our best lives, strong, independent, and full of vitality.